Did you see the Avengers Doomsday trailer? This is how I feel about it. But seriously, it looks dope. They got a bunch of characters in this. We got the X-Men, we got the Fantastic Four, we got the old Avengers. Well, not the old Avengers, but, you know, pieces of them. And the new Avengers, which are Thunderbolts. There's probably people that we didn't even see yet in this trailer, because this is like the first main trailer that we actually get. It actually dropped a week early. I think they wanted to do that because of Comic-Con. So they probably wanted to get everybody hype as hell, and then they're going to give us some more details during Comic-Con. I'm really hyped for X-Men, because this is going to be the first time they're really just pulling all these X-Men in. Loki, they're bringing him back, which I figured was going to actually happen, because, you know, Doom is basically going to all these other planets, and he's probably saving his own planet or saving his ass. He don't look at himself as a bad guy. He actually looks at himself as, you know, caring for his people. And it looks like it's like just chock full of badass characters, man. Gambit's in there, man, whooping some ass with Shang-Chi, fighting him and all that stuff. So anyways, long story short, the trailer starts off at the X-Mansion. You see Xavier looking out the window like, bruh, you know, Magneto's like, dude, something's coming. Then it jumps over to the Avengers, you know, building. They're all talking in there. You see everybody together. And then Thor, he kind of seems like he's like leading this one. And I like how they actually kind of like show him as serious, rallying up all the troops. You know, that's what it looks like, at least. I think that he knows the threat that Doom actually has. You see after that, you know, this little statue, you know, of like all these ruins and stuff, which I think is actually the X-Mansion. Insurance companies probably don't even insure that mansion anymore. I wouldn't, because that shit gets blown up every time we see the whole mansion in a movie, even in the cartoons and the comics. That's why eventually you start seeing like the X-Men putting that shit together, like Jean Grey putting bricks and stuff like that, because insurance companies losing money, they ain't insuring shit. I think some big ass thing happens at the X-Mansion, destroys it. You see Cyclops pissed as hell. Namor's in it. You know, we got some villains. You know, I'm not saying Namor is the villain, but in the comics I do know that Namor actually trades on his team, goes, you know, with the bad guys, so that could be a scenario. You even see in the trailer that they actually like meet up, and Namor like moves the ocean so they can meet in this one place, you know, to where you see like Wakanda in there. And if you look in the background, like in the actual trailer, you'll see like when they're at the Avengers, you know, not tower, but the building, are showing the thing in the background. It shows these like planets, you know, and they're like alignment with each other. They could all be in danger of colliding and blowing the hell up. So they all got to stop Doom. I think this is going to be an insane movie. And I trust the Russo brothers. Like, if you think about it, when Marvel has a 10-year plan, they always seal the deal with the Russo brothers. And rightfully so. They always make some badass. We're in for it, you know, some action-packed stuff. I wonder what they're going to do in Spider-Man, Brand New Day. I think that villain is probably Jean Grey, maybe. The one that Silk is playing. Austin will beg to differ on that one. He thinks it's somebody else. He don't think that they're going to do that because they need to incorporate the X-Men later, blah, blah, blah. But it could be a young Jean Grey. Being influenced possibly by Doom. Who knows? We don't know what's going to happen at that post-credit scene in Spider-Man Brand New Day. But I also heard that there was like rumors that they might bring back some older Spider-Man, like, you know, from different planets, you know. Loki's in this too. So that's pretty cool because, you know, all the timelines are probably threatened. You know, you don't know. I mean, he's sitting there and he's God mode Loki. This is like after he saved all the timelines, holding them all together, all the strings together and stuff. So there's a chance that we're probably going to even see Deadpool and Wolverine in this. We might even see Tom Holland's Spider-Man in this. But regardless, it's going to be sick as hell. I'm just excited to see the X-Men. Let me know, like, what Easter eggs or whatever that you guys seen, especially, too, because, like, when at the very end, when you actually see Thor, and he's like, this cannot be, and then it shows Steve Rogers, he probably didn't believe it was him. Maybe he was, like, tricked earlier in the film because of Mystique or somebody was somebody else or whatever, and he was like, whoa, I got tricked. And I think he tests him, too. He, like, holds up Mjolnir and lets it go. And then because it went to Steve Rogers' hand, he's like, you're really Steve Rogers, because you're worthy, and obviously if you weren't, Mjolnir wouldn't come to you, then I would know you weren't Steve Rogers, then I have to lightning blast that ass. I mean, obviously he's an insane threat, Doom, because if you actually look at, Infinity Wars, Thor got Stormbreaker. No, Stormbreaker allows him to open up the Bifrost and travel all over the place. That's why I think he's the one that's rallying up the troops, you know, like in all these different planets and stuff, saying, yo, we got a serious crazy ass threat, we all got to work together, we got to stop this guy. In Infinity War, he's like, bring me Thanos, you know, and then he jumps up and then you see all this lightning and then he shoots Stormbreaker, gets Thanos right in the chest, basically kills him, but he doesn't. You should have gone for the head. Couldn't do that shit to Doom. Doom stopped Stormbreaker with 2 fingers. We got a crazy threat going on, man. I'm excited to see this movie. When I seen this trailer today, I usually drop episodes on Wednesdays, but I'm dropping this one early because I'm not excited. But yeah, comment below. Are you guys excited for the new Avengers Doomsday? Let me know what Easter eggs that you guys seen that I didn't see. And one other note. I think Channing Tatum is going to be a better Gambit in this one. Because, in Deadpool and Wolverine, he was kind of comical. Still a little fat in the face. Looked like his face was trying to fit into that Gambit mask. This one, he looks like more in shape. He's probably going to be more of a serious Gambit, not a bumbling sounding, bad accent Gambit. So, yeah, this is going to be chock full of shit, man. I'm excited. That's it for this episode. Make sure you go to the ServidiOHs.com, support the show, get yourself some merch, and you didn't see anything, so get out of here.
You want to buy the merch? Get it now, get it all. Get a hoodie, look goody in the mall. Now you roll up on the mob, looking good like you bought all the stock. In the shock when you show 'em what you got. Hey man, where'd you get that shirt?